Hello, welcome. Hi there, this is Patty Bennett. This is one of my weekly live videos on Facebook, Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I am logging on live just a couple of seconds early, so if you're watching a replay, please feel free to skip ahead about 2 minutes because I am just going to get everything set up and welcome my viewers and make sure that everything is in the right place, all the things. So if you're joining me live, please say hello. Hi, Marcy, Cindy, Tanya, how are you? So good to see you. So if you're joining live, please go ahead and say hello. If you're new, let me know that because I would love to welcome any first-time viewers. But again, if you're watching a replay, please feel free to skip ahead because we are just going to spend a minute just getting set up, saying hello, checking out the cute Scottie dog cards. Aren't they adorable? Oh my goodness, I think they're so cute. Hi, Juanita. Hi, Jane. Hi, Deborah. How are you all? Hi, Robin. And Stamp Fanatics is here. Okay, welcome everyone. Hi, Hannah. Welcome, welcome. We're going to start in just a minute. I've logged on a moment early because I like to make sure that all the technology's working. You know, that's the stressful part of the weekly lives is making sure that your signal's good, that you're on the right place. For any of you that do lives, I'm sure you understand. It's just a little bit stressful right in the beginning, and then we just have so much fun, right? I mean, it's not stressful for you. It's stressful for me. Oh, hi, Juanita, Jane, Deborah, Sophie, Linda, Susan, Lynn. Welcome, everyone. We are just going to get started in just a moment. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that you spend your hour or 45 minutes or whatever with me each week while we look at different Stampin' Up! Projects and products, and I love to share tips with you. I just love to create and think of ways to do things a little bit differently, and then I like to share those ideas with you. Hi, Heather. Welcome, Sheila, Barbara, Linda. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Gail. Welcome. I hope you're having a good week. If you're watching live, then no doubt you have seen the news everywhere about Queen Elizabeth, and that was just very sad to hear that news yesterday. You know, I think that kind of the reason that it makes me kind of sad or extra sad, even though I'm in the US, she reminded me so much of my mom, and they were only 3 years apart, and my mom just, I don't know, I think she always kind of, you know, looked up to what a wonderful woman Queen Elizabeth was, and you know, you look back at like the hair and the styles and the clothes and the, I don't know, just reminded me of her. So it just makes me a little sad thinking about all of that, but that is, yeah, that was what was happening yesterday, right? All over the news. All right, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Patty Bennett. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to look at these really cute cards. This was part of a class that I had offered to my team. It was just a way to get back together again. We hadn't been together in person in so long, and we did 12 different projects. These or variations thereof were some of the projects that we made a couple months ago, and I just thought, oh, this would be fun to come on and show you what we were working on and some tips that I have for you. This is a Stampin' Up! Stamp set called Christmas Scottie. He does not have to be used for Christmas, but he can be. He's very cute, isn't he? Very, very cute. And there is a matching punch. Now the punch punches out one of the images, but not the other two. So if you want to use the other two images, then you would be either just stamping them or fussy cutting them out. So, yeah. Anyway, we did fussy cut a couple of the images, but I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to give you a tip for using this fun plaid stamp in the set. It's actually kind of funny, but you'll laugh with me when I explain it, I'm sure. And it is located in the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog, page 34. You can buy just the stamps, you can buy just the punch is over here, or you can buy the bundle at a 10% discount. And since it is in this catalog, which is a limited time, it only goes through the end of the year, a couple days into January, there's no guarantee that we will see this again. So if this is something that you like and you want to get, I would definitely suggest that you purchase it soon and not wait. Very cool. Oh, and I just have a little tip for you. In the back of our catalogs, we have an index, and it shows each bundle and each stamp set. I want to give you just a little tip. Did you know that the samples that are shown in the back here are different than the samples in the catalog? So if you have not noticed that and you want some bonus samples to look at, be sure to look in the back at the index section, because that way you get a bonus idea. Isn't that fun? Did you all know that those samples are different? I thought that was a really cool tip when I learned that a couple of years ago. All right, so the paper is from Gingham Cottage, and I pulled out black and green and red patterns of plaid from Gingham Cottage. This pattern is actually from the celebration, I think it was called Rings of Love. It just ended last month, but this could be substituted for any other plaid or any other designer paper. Hey, Barry and Jay, just saw that you are watching. Welcome. Hi, Sue. Hi, Teresa, Ethel, Marie. Let's see who else came on. Vicky, Genevieve, April, Joe, Deb, Tracy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Patty. Hi, Joni. Welcome, everyone. The cute paper here that I used to punch out this doggy and this little bow is from Sweetest Christmas, and it is right there. But any cute little polka dot would work. Anything that you have is great. And then the plaid here is from that stamp. So I told you I'd show you some ways to use that. So we are going to look at that. Hey, I want to tell you something. Do you ever just have this like epiphany and you figure something out and you're so excited and you're so like proud of yourself and you're so amazed that you never thought of it before? I want to show you what I did. So yesterday when I was getting the blog post ready, which by the way, pattystamps.com is where I blog. You'll find these cards tomorrow, September 10th, on my blog post. So while I was getting this blog post ready, and I always do all of the products at the end of the post for you so that you can click on them and go to the online store, I had this amazing idea, and I said, why don't I just print this out so that while I'm doing the live, I have everything right at my fingertips. So if somebody says, hey, where did that cute label come from? I can say, oh, it's from the Handmade Wishes bundle. Isn't that brilliant? Like, I thought it was brilliant. I don't often have such amazing ideas, but I was like, whoa, this is so cool. So now I can have it. I have it right here next to me. And if somebody says, where did you find that? I can just look at my supply list. I just thought it was brilliant. Okay, never mind. You're probably like, whatever. Let's make this card. Let's get out the supplies. And let's do this one real quick. It's very simple. It's very quick. It's just a top fold real red card. So 4 1/4 by 11. And then I scored it in half at 5 1/2. And that is our base card. And then we have our pieces, which all of these you'll be able to see on my blog tomorrow if you would like to. So we have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic black, and you can use whatever adhesive you prefer. I kind of like to do the liquid adhesive, the multi-purpose glue, when I have several layers, because that way I can kind of move them around into place. But whatever your preferred adhesive is fine. Do you like liquid glue? I love liquid glue. Oh, that would be kind of cute too. I wonder if we should try it with that. Let's see what that looks like. Do you think we should try one with the bigger plaid? Let's just put the pieces in place and look and see what we think. Should we try that? It gives it like such a different look, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it's completely different. Huh. I love that when I flip something over and I'm going to use the adhesive and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, look at that other side. What do you think? I'm going to wait a second. I see a heart. That probably means yes. Anybody else have a thought? Should we go for it and do it with that, or do you like the small plaid better? Let's see. I see a lot of hearts. I think that means go for it. I like it. I really like it. Okay, I see hearts. I'm going to do it. I am just going to do it. So this is 3 3/4 by 4 by 5. Oh my goodness. Rewind that tape. 3 3/4 by 5. Is that right? Let me measure. My goodness. Sometimes the brain. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5. And then this black square, not sure if you can see the stitching, but that is from Stylish Shapes. And it puts these little kind of dots in it. It's not really stitch marks, but it's dots. It's like as if you sewed with the sewing machine without thread, right? It's kind of like that. So I just thought that was a little bit cuter than just a plain black square. All right, now I want to give you a tip. So remember I said that I punched out this Scottie with the sweetest Christmas paper. So the little cute, this one, the little polka dot pattern, right there. But I have a tip for you. So I tied the black and white gingham ribbon around his neck. But if you just try to tie it kind of like this up in the air, it's really kind of fiddly and kind of difficult, and it doesn't work well, at least not for me. So what I've got here is a little strip of foam adhesive sheet, and you can just rip this if the strip is small enough, or you can use your Stampin' Dimensionals, but that's what I'm going to raise him up on. So if you go ahead and stick the ribbon there, and then go ahead and put it on your card. And I've shown you this with tags as well, but I like this. I like this little system that allows you to tie your ribbon without it being all floppy up in the air. So look at that. We're just going to give it a cute little bow, and it doesn't move around. Isn't that a fun tip? So you've probably seen that before when I've shown you that with a tag, but it's the same principle. So that's the black and white gingham ribbon, and it gives him just a cute little collar, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? You know, I think I'm missing comments again because I don't see any comments. Hang on one second here. Oh, that's really... I'm trying really hard to make comments come up. Maybe just nobody's commenting. Maybe that's what it is. But I haven't seen any comments for like 3 minutes. So either Facebook is being Facebook again, or nobody's commenting. I don't know. Can somebody pop in a comment? And let me see if they show up. Oh, there. Nell says, sorry to be late. Okay, well, at least I got a comment. Oh, Vicky sees them. Okay, I don't know why. Facebook is being, I have swiped to the left. I've swiped left, swiped right, swiped up, swiped down. It's just Facebook being Facebook, right? Anyway, all right, so then for the greeting, I just wanted to show you that I used Charming Sentiments. Let me grab that. Charming Sentiments. It is a wonderful set. And I wanted to show you that if you just wanted to be quick, you can just stamp this on a rectangle or a die cut, right? You could be just a rectangle, whatever you'd like. Or this amazing stamp set has a die for every single greeting. And so on the top here, you can see that I have die cut it with its matching die. And I really like that. I think that is beautiful. There's no way I could fussy cut with that much detail. I mean, I could try, but I thought this was a really cute look. And you can either pop it up or you can just glue it down. I kind of like it like that so that the doggy kind of has more pop. So I like that. Thanks, Diana. She said, love your cards. That's so sweet of you. So I'm just going to glue this one directly on. So there we go. We have that card all made. And then when you have a darker cardstock, which I consider Real Red to be a little bit darker, then I like to put a piece of white or vanilla inside so that it gives you just a little bit nicer, lighter place to write your message. So there's that one, 2 versions of that card. What do you think? Let's see if I can get the comments to come back again. Swipe left, swipe right. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're too busy watching to comment. Well, that's perfect. Thanks, Susan. She said she likes to see the 2 styles. If I make a comment, it might help. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. I can try that. The next time they disappear, I'll try that, Heather. Thank you. So there's card number 1, 2 versions. Super simple. And then I wanted to just give you a tip for 2 tips for making this card. We're not going to actually make the whole thing, but I love to give you tips. As I did mention, this plaid that I used in the background was the Rings of Love Celebration paper. I used it because we did make this card during Celebration, but you could substitute if you wanted to use something that's current, or maybe you want to use up your paper that you already had. But a few tips. I wanted to show you this. So do you see here this cute little background? I've just used, oops, hang on, I got to get the ink out. Here it is, soft succulent ink to go with this because I want to show you this tip. And I used a blending brush. Oh, that's mint macaron. Please hold. I'm sorry I didn't have this out. I thought I was completely ready. Oh. Soft succulent. There we are. I want to show you this tip. So I wanted these little kind of grassy hills. So I cut like that. And then when you flip them over, you have, okay, do you see that? So that you have kind of 2 different hills. But you can see they just sort of blend away. They blend into each other. So I took the back one and I took the same color ink, the soft succulent, and I just gave this a little bit of color. And you don't want to do it to both because then they'll be the same color again. So you want them different colors. Yes, you could grab a different color of cardstock. But this way you're just using one little strip, kind of a scrap would even work, and you're cutting that hill and you're darkening the back one. And then see, when you put them together, then you get the light and the dark. What do you think? I think that's pretty cool. Pretty easy. So that was what I did for the hills. I simply stamped and punched the doggy. So we can do that on a scrap. And remember, I said that only one dog coordinates with the punch, so that's the one I used. And I use Memento ink probably 95% of the time when I want black. One thing I noticed, and let's see how this stamps. Yeah, so do you see how it's not like completely solid? But I actually think that that kind of makes the doggy look a little more realistic. I don't know about you, but it just seems like that almost looks like fur rather than just a solid, like maybe a comic book sort of a looking image. So I'm just going to go with that. We could fill it in, we could restamp it, we could get out the foam pad. There's lots of things you can do, but I kind of liked that look. So here's one of the other tips I wanted to show you. Do you see his cute little sweater? I want to show you what I used. This is the die cut I used for the sweater. And it is actually from the Potted Geranium die set. You could probably find a punch or a different die if you don't have that one, but this is the idea. I want to show you this cute idea. So I used the plaid stamp and I used real red ink. I'm actually going to stamp both of these, but I'll explain to you how I did this. And that one is stuck, so let me just pop it off of there. All right, so here is the red plaid stamped onto the die cut, and then I actually had to, cut off like that. I laid it on top of there, and then that trick where you can use a Post-it note to make yourself kind of a little handle, right? So like you do this, and then you can put it back in the punch. So I punched it so that would match up. And that's how I got the cute little sweater. And I thought it was so adorable. I just thought that was such a fun idea. And my comments are gone again. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Now I see them. Vicky says, I love the Scottie dog. So I think I'm only seeing comments like once in a blue moon over here. So I do apologize about that. But I will try to go back after the live is done so that I can see if you had other comments. And then I just glued it on. And I punched one of those bows with the polka dot paper, and that is how I made that cute little doggy. Isn't he so cute? Uh-oh. It says, did anyone lose sound? Can people let me know, do you have sound? Although I don't know if I'll be able to see your comment, but I hope you didn't lose sound. Then two more tips. So this which could be streamers, it could be a ribbon, it could be confetti, it could be like birthday, party happiness. I stamped it and I fussy cut it and I used it for his leash. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I thought it was cute. Cute, cute. And then the last thing I wanted to show you that I used was this stamp from Handmade Wishes right here. So I stamped it and I stamped a greeting from the Charming Sentiments. I used Hey There. And then that Handmade Wishes does have a coordinating punch. So I just punched it out and then that was the greeting on that set. Let's see. Hang on, I'm just going to check again and see if I can see any comments. Okay, Vicky says she likes the idea for the sweater. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Sound is good. Okay, thanks, Judy. Thank you. Thank you. Very sweet reminder, Melissa. Yes, if you enjoy any of my videos that you watch, if you get any value from them, if you have a good time, if you learn something, if you like the cards, I do appreciate comments, likes, and shares. And of course, shopping with me if you don't have a demonstrator. But that way, Facebook and YouTube and Google and, my blog and everything knows that you are enjoying what you see. And I do appreciate that so much. Thanks for that sweet reminder. Thank you. Okay, so I think sound, let's see. Gail, I've noticed on Facebook Lives that sometimes it does say that. It says, do you want to join live? I'm not doing that. I don't know where that comes from. So just ignore it. It's nothing that I'm doing. It's nothing that you're doing. It's just a Facebook Live thing. So please ignore that request to join live. It just really doesn't mean anything. So we are going to make this cute card then. This is a trifold, funfold, Z-fold. See, it's like a Z. I don't know what you call this officially. Let's just call it a fun fold. But isn't it cute? So I have just a couple tips for you. And all of the dimensions for this are on my blog for tomorrow, September 10th. There will be a link in the YouTube description to it once this is a YouTube replay. And that will be soon this afternoon because I always put those onto YouTube shortly after they are live on Facebook. But I'll run over the dimensions now in case you're excited to make one of these cards this afternoon and you don't want to wait. Oh, good. Robin says her sound is back. She rebooted. Good, good, good. Good, good. Okay. Let's see. I don't see my post to you when I submit it. Well, I see your comment, Anne. So I don't know. Facebook, is Facebook. And I apologize that they have issues with comments and everything else and sound. I do apologize. So the base card for this, super easy. It's the same 4 1/4 by 11 that we just used on the top fold card, but this is a side fold. So you score it in half at 5 1/2, then you score this in half at 2 3/4, so that when you do this and this, you get that Z fold. It's super easy. So no magical measurements are needed. It's just score and fold in half, and then score and fold this top flap in half again. So that's pretty simple. Then we have some parts and pieces to add. So on this left panel, it's just going down by 1/4 inch, and you'll see all those measurements tomorrow on my blog. I have them all typed out. They're all ready, so you don't have to worry about it, but you just take off 1/4 inch of what is there, and then you just keep layering. And you could do an 1/8, but I usually like to do 1/4. So we have basic white, and then we have, again, one of those fabulous plaids from Gingham Cottage. So I've layered that. And this is, you can see, a Christmas card, but you could do it in other colors, and you could put happy birthday, and then, ta-da, you'd have a birthday card, right? Very simple. This one is just your typical 4 by 5 1/4, so we'll put that on the inside so that you can write and have space to add a message. And then this layer that goes here, you can make this whatever size you'd like, but the reason I do this size is, and let me make sure before I say it, just so I don't tell you the wrong thing. Right, if you use something that's 3 by 4 or under on this layer, then you're getting the most out of your 12 by 12 paper. So that's why I size it to, something roughly that size. I like to be able to, I think I like that one. Yeah. I like to be able to get the most out of my 12 by 12 paper. So anything 3 by 4 or less is a good measurement to do on this one. And then that will give you the 4 1/4 on this one. And I know it's like a lot of measurements and a lot of blah, 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 but I just like to get the most out of my paper, whether it's cardstock, DSP, 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, whatever. Now, important, only put adhesive on this half back here, or put the adhesive here. Either way, doesn't matter. I think I'm going to do it on this part and just give a few swipes where I know it's going to get covered up. Okay, so now we have our mechanism for that Z fold, and I've used a different black and white here. You saw that. Just thought I would, mix it up, do something different. Now this is fun. If you don't have this set of dies, I love this set, and this is from the one set that I didn't put on the list, and I realized it after I did the blog post. It's designer tags. So what I did was I cut off those little edges. You could do it on your trimmer if you prefer. And look, you got a totally different looking label or tag to use on your projects. Isn't that fun? I love that shape. Just something totally different. So that is what went down on top of here. And again, that's called designer tags. And I did link it in the blog post because I forgot to put it in the supply list. There's always like one thing, right, that gets overlooked. And then cuteness, look at that. The smallest, or I think this is the next to the smallest little square in stylish shapes, makes an adorable present. And I've stamped it. I'm going to do that for you and show you that. So the white bow that was already punched from a different doggy and this white stylish shape are going to get stamped with that same, and I did clean it. It's just, you know how red ink does stain. Yeah, I double checked. I cleaned it. Red ink will stain photopolymer. It's just the nature. It's not a big deal. And I stamped them with shaded spruce. I'm trying to get this somewhat straight on that square because it might look odd if it's crooked on the square. But it's really cute. Check it out. Isn't that adorable? So then you have a plaid gift and a plaid bow. Oh, I think it's so cute. So cute. And then one more thing I want to show you is I punched out 2 more doggies. Oops, sorry if I didn't mean to knock the camera. I hope I didn't. And then if you put them facing each other and you stamp them with the plaid, so cute, look at that. Oh, they're adorable. Oh, I think I might have missed his little nose. I did. So I've still got ink on the edge. I'm just going to try. Hold on. I'm going to stand up and look. We'll see if it didn't work. Oh, it did. There we go. So then we have our 2 plaid doggies that can go on the inside of the card. And you can use just a punched red bow. You could use any pattern that you like. You could stamp these and make these plaid, like whatever you want. So cute. So those go on the inside of the card. And then this, I love this. It's from the Labels A Glow set. I love that it's different and not just stitched. And I used the Merry Christmas that is from the Christmas Scottie set. So like I said, it can be Christmas, but it doesn't have to be when you use this set. So there we go. Those are all the tips I had for you. This is fun. I love seeing this in 2 different plaids. I really like that. And I have something else to show you. Don't go yet. I have something to show you, but I want to just check and see if the comments came through. So let's see. Hi, Deborah. Thanks, Helen. Thanks, Shar. Hi, Vicki. Thank you. So I know that I missed some comments, but don't go anywhere yet because I have something else I want to show you. It's a sneak peek for next week. Oh, that's kind of it's either a tongue twister or it's a rhyme. I don't know, one of the two. But if you had a question that you had posted and it didn't come through and I didn't answer you, please post it now because, you know, Facebook is being Facebook. Hi, Jamie. Thanks, Tanya. And then I'll let you go, but I want you to see this one more thing that I have for you before you go. Hi, Christine. Thank you. Thanks, Shan. Good to see you here. So any questions about this bundle, about using the gingham cottage paper, stamping with the plaid stamp, any of the things that we did? If not, I'm going to show you the other sneak peek and then I'll let you go. Hi, Janet. Thank you. Hi, Chris. Thanks, Susan. Hi, Deborah. I see hearts. So, hi, Jane. Thank you. Thanks, Betty. Thank you so much. So remember, if you're looking for the supplies for these, actually the supplies are already on my blog today at pattystamps.com. But if you're looking for the actual card photos, you want to pin them on Pinterest or print them out or whatever, tomorrow, September 10th at pattystamps.com, that's where you will find the cards. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you like these. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't see any questions, so I just want to show you a sneak peek for next week. That is so funny that that like rhymes like that. We're going to be talking about, next week, we're going to be talking about the Stampin' Up! Free all day World Card Making Day on October 1st. And they have information on the on the demonstrator website, but on the customer website where you go to shop, there's also information. I'm going to have a whole blog post next week about it, a video next week about it. I've had it in my customer newsletter, but I want to just give you a heads up. If you want to get prepared to participate. So it's a 3-hour free event on October 1st. So Saturday, October 1st, World Card Making Day. They are going to feature the Cottage Wreath Bundle, which also has the Country Wreath die set. So that's going to be a featured bundle. Also, the Cottage Rose with cottage flowers, that's going to be featured. You do not have to have these, but if you want to make the projects as shown, then you would want those. Plus, just getting out this other bundle that I just opened up yesterday and started to play with. I have all my little cheat sheet stuff in there, all the things I've been working on. This is brand new. Warm welcome. You may have already seen it in my customer newsletter or my social media. It is available right now. This bundle, you can purchase it, and it's going to be used on October 1st on World Card Making Day. So if you want to purchase this, you can do it now, or you can wait until next week when I show you some more samples and ideas with this. But I did want to show you one thing. I've only tried one thing with it so far. This little sneak peek. I incorporated the Cheerful Basket kitty and the potted geranium pot and flowers. And then, of course, with the door and the house numbers and the welcome sign from the Warm Welcome Bundle. And I really didn't know what I was doing or where I was headed with this. I just stamped, I drew the bricks in the background. I used some of the black and white paper to sort of give the herringbone look for a brick pathway. And I used blends. I don't know. I think I like it. What do you think? Do you like it? It just was like I basically just pulled it right out of nowhere. And that's what I did with it so far. I have no idea what Stampin' Up! Is going to be doing with that set, that bundle. I'm sure they have marvelous samples ready for us on the 1st, but I just had to play with it. So I did that yesterday. Thanks, Margaret. I appreciate it. So I will be showing you that and other samples with that next week. I'll talk more about it and give you all the links and all that. But I just wanted to give you a heads up in case you were interested in participating in the free event on October 1st with Stampin' Up! Or in purchasing any of those bundles to be ready for it. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Esther. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Janet, Margaret. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So that's what I had for you today. I do appreciate you joining me. I love to share stamping time with you for this hour each week. And I just appreciate that you spend some time with me. So, watch for a bonus video on my blog next week. Yeah, bonus. It's kind of true confessions. Wait till you see it. I'm showing you the before and after of my redone space here. And it's almost embarrassing because the before is just really crazy. But anyway, you'll get to see it all. So again, thank you for joining me. And I will see you next week. Let's see, where will we need to go? So you register for the event. You can do that through either the demonstrator site, Kathy, or the customer site. There's a registration link. I've also had it in my customer newsletter, and you will register for it, and then you will get information about how to participate. So it's a Stampin' Up! Event. It's not my event. I don't have the link for the participation. They will let you know. But I'll have more info again on my blog next week about it. I just wanted to give you a heads up in case you needed extra time for ordering and receiving your bundles. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And I hope you all get some stamping time. Bye-bye.